y'all, welcome in. It's Friday, so we're about to do our last reading for this week for our divine feminines. Of course, I'll ask that you guys tap in because this is all of the signs, not just like one or two. Today we're gonna also be following up with this with Pisces and Scorpio because that was the ones that were picked or chosen this week. So let's get into it. Welcome to Rika Knows. If this resonates, go ahead and like, share, subscribe so that way you can get the next one. I stream on my Facebook. However, if you ever wanted to catch any of the videos, once it's not on live anymore, you can either go to my page or you can find it on YouTube, okay? Now, guys, let's get into it. So, today, when I pull the cards, I got for the collective, Lightning, Chiron, Chaos, Venus, and Raven's Head. All right, now before I continue, I keep hearing this in my mind, so I guess I gotta say it out loud. Even though the video says that it's divine feminine, keep in mind that we are all divine feminine and masculine, so it's gonna resonate with you. It's just more so like if you're a male and you find that it resonates, it's more of what your emotional side is trying to tell you, or a need for you to get into your emotional side. And then if you're a female and it'll probably resonate as long as you're actually on your path. If you're more in your divine masculine energy, then it might not resonate for you. But either way, if it doesn't fit, don't force it. If it does, welcome aboard, right? So anyway, I'm super lit right now because I want to tell y'all that Lightning came out in Chiron and then also Chaos. So it looks like something like dramatic, okay, being cut through. I feel like the scissors is being put into your life right now. Something about a love situation could be over, or also it could seem like as if you've learned some real deep past life lesson, right? So what I see here is that something was causing you confusion. Immediately after harnessing whatever it was that was the source of the confusion, you decided to cut off whatever it was because you noticed that it was causing cracks inside of your reality. And so what I see here is that now you're going to be given a new beginning in the most random way. Something that you think would actually lead to maybe sorrow is actually going to lead you to a new beginning. And I feel like right now what you're doing is going to your oyster. It seems like you're in a very auspicious time. Something about the winter time is being brought to my attention. Someone was doing the work during the winter time, and so now you can expect that as spring is now here, that your blessings are going to be coming forward, but also just these dramatic changes, right? Because when you see Chiron here, we're talking about past trauma. And not only when people say like, oh, when I was a child, no, we're talking about past life trauma, because obviously you're the same soul who's regenerated in so many lifetimes, right? So we're talking about you really getting into the nitty and gritty about what makes you feel the way that you do. I feel like someone here has some type of like guilt, or you're fearful for something. Now you're going to get into what is it that's making me feel fearful, and so you can cut it off, whether it be like the beliefs of other people or what you've been trained to know as what's right for you, or it could even be like a love situation. I keep saying that over and over again, or something that was kind of like a sticky situation. Because I see here that the spider web is here, so it's like a web. It could have been a web of lies that you like finally got to see through. It could be something that was like spotted in the distance. It could be something as much as like seeing a whole bunch of stars, or just a golden opportunity is coming to you. And I'm really happy in this situation because I can tell that whatever this is, it was unexpected for whoever I'm talking to, the collective. Whatever this is that's coming to you, it's a result of what you were doing in the wintertime. And you can expect that in the springtime, all the blockages that you had, you're going to remove. And then moving into the summertime is going to be a great, great, great thing that you see that manifests here for you. I see a snake is also involved here. When I pull the cards, I see iron and smoke. So this is the forging, right? Because to get iron to melt or bend, it's like something about the heating of the process of like spinning it around or turning it around. But either way it goes, it's being done to specification. So that iron is no longer going to be iron. I guess when you're coming out, you're going to be having like some type of like silver because of some type of process that really burdened it down. So I feel like whoever this is, you're inside, or the things that make you you, your components are really about to change. People who are from your past are going to look at you and look at you as if you're someone completely new, because I mean, let's face it, you are. People probably don't even know what it is that you were going through during this time, but I see here that whatever it is, it was of a great work. It was of divine timing. It was of something that needed to be done. So I mean, that's really good. I'm happy for you guys, right? So that was going on for us in the ethereal, what we can't see. So now we're about to break it down and kind of talk more about what's happening right now when we go to the regular tarot, right? So we're going to bring it down to the physical right now and just kind of get more specific. Once again, if it resonates, it resonates. If not, then don't force it. So the first thing I have here is the Five of Cups, the Eight of Wands, I'm sorry, and the World card. This is more about finality or just something being over. Look, Eight of Cups here. Somebody has walked away. Somebody is choosing a new path. Somebody is going on a new route. And whatever baggage it was that you had before that was slowing you down, keeping you stagnant, it's not there no more. This was something that you were fearful of, something that you weren't sure if it was ready, that you were ready to walk away from. Spirit is saying yes. You definitely got that nudge. They're happy that you are seeing the change in your emotions about it, because I feel like whoever is here, normally you probably wouldn't have been as patient, but temperance just came out, so that lets me know that normally you wouldn't test the waters like this. Normally you would have played it safe, but I feel like somebody here is betting on themselves. I'm about to continue breaking it down, but I see stability is going to be the forefront of what happens here. Someone here could also be needing to save and kind of like not say that you have a lack of money, but understanding that your money is forever coming in and out. And right now, Spirit is just wanting to see that you have discipline. So that's excellent. What do we have here for Five of Cups? For what is all not lost? Because I feel like here, whatever it was that you cut off, obviously it was something that you cared about enough that you didn't want to let it go. Here I have the Queen of Swords. I'm laughing because these cards are basically saying everything that I said. I had the intuitive message while I was on my way home, but I just wanted to, like, the cards basically make you guys see it so that way you understand what's happening and kind of, I would say, believe it more. But that's how it is once you get to a certain level. I feel like whoever I'm also talking to, you might be interested in learning how to read tarot or getting into your own physical gifts and wanting to know what it means. So the way that tarot works is that whenever you're at your most peace or meditative state, you will get these downloads and ideas that come to your mind, but these are really your own parts of yourself reaching out to you, or even your guides trying to show you the right way, because a lot of people don't understand how that communication is supposed to work. Now, whatever this is that you decided to walk away from, you did need to cut it off. Spirit is very thankful for that because it was not allowing you to grow in your purpose. What do we have here for the Eight of Wands? Did you see how that just flew out? Eight of Wands, we have the Knight of Cups. So this communication is coming to you. I want to know what this communication is, because this person has been holding it in to themselves. They haven't said anything to you. I feel like they were needing a little bit more confidence. Ooh, they want to maybe pursue a relationship. We have here the Hierophant, or there's some type of like business contract deal. They were hoping that you were going to be single. Yeah, because the Queen of Cups is here. I was going to say like, oh, I don't want to make it about love, but look, the Knight of Cups is coming with who? The Queen of Cups. And not only are they doing it like bringing emotion, but they're doing it quickly with the Queen of Wands, right? Some type of like situation is over. This King of Pentacles, someone who is going to be better at their finances. This could really be a job opportunity as well. So you could be moving from a job that keeps you busy all the time to a job that you actually love and that you're passionate about. And that is really good for you, because with the King of Pentacles here, if you're not in this energy of having good financial status, you will just continue to be strong. And that's why money restrictions was here, because it's telling you, reminding you to save and really prove to the universe that you are able to have this Ten of Pentacles energy and having this happy home lifestyle. But this is like the last bit of Saturn really coming through your life and making sure that you take care of what needs to be done in order, right? So whatever this was, it could be that you had people around you who were draining you and because they were draining your finances, it was like you weren't getting your biggest blessings because those people would have basically tried to take it from you. So Judgment, the World card, to clarify the World card. So this is two major arcanas. What that means is that it's definite. Whatever cycle this was that you were going through where this person was basically like abusing their power in your life, it's over with. Mostly because you had that thought and realization that you could no longer be undecided about your future. This is also showing me the scissors, right? So you no longer want to share your happiness with this person, not because they weren't worthy of it, but because you were worthy of more. And I feel like I'm so glad that you're finally realizing that for yourself, because it took you a while to sit down and have these emotions. Some of you might have actually been depressed for a little bit while you went through the process of getting away from the emotional tie of this significant other, whether it was a soulmate or just a job that you had for a really long time. But once you walked away, that realization, that crack, that break in your old facade or your old ego is what's bringing this new beginning for you. That's going to be, what? Justice. And y'all see how I'm reading? Like, it's just coming for me really good. So I'm really happy for you guys if you're deciding to recognize your emotions and see what this person is really bringing to you and recognize that you deserve more. Here we have temperance, because obviously we were talking about whoever this is needing to save for your future. What does it say about money restrictions and testing the waters? I saw commitment here. So please be careful about the type of relationships and the type of investments that you put your space into, your desires at this time. Pay attention to them. They're not saying ignore them. People feel like your desires are something that you should ignore. Those are parts of your soul that want to reclaim what belongs to it, right? So when you have dreams about like having a beautiful home, beautiful cars, it's because your fifth dimension knows that you're deserving of these things, and they're wanting you to have that desire to go after it, because desire is what causes you to be motivated to go to pursue something. Does that make sense? So don't fear it. And that's what I see is happening here. Somebody warned you and made you feel like the things that you desired were keeping you behind. But the truth is, whoever it is that was giving you that false narrative about your desires was truthfully wanting it for themselves, and they would be damned if they saw you have it before them. So temperance, they're asking you to keep moving forward, keep doing the process, whatever it is, whatever you've been doing since the winter time, whether it be working, getting up on time, cleaning out your area, making space. I think the last live that we had was about holding space for the blessings that you want to come in. I remember one night, y'all, I couldn't sleep, right? And I was watching Steve Harvey. I don't know why. You know how it is, the algorithm. So I'm watching Steve Harvey, and he's talking about how he used to tell his mom all the time, like, Mom, I'm going to get a new car. I'm going to get a new car. And every time he told her he was going to get a new car, she was like, well, when are you going to get rid of the one in the driveway, baby? When are you going to get rid of it? And he was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get a car. And she just, like, she couldn't understand why she didn't believe that he was going to get a new car until he realized that the reason that the new car wasn't going to come is because he hadn't taken care of the space where the old car was. So this right here, I'm seeing for whoever I'm speaking to, collective wise, you are cutting off whatever it was that was taking up space, whether it was a spouse, a job. I'm hearing some type of, like, it could be something as simple as like a Netflix subscription that you don't use anymore, or a makeup, or something that you don't use anymore, so that way you can fill it up with something that's going to benefit you in the future. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you're getting away from thinking about short-term goals and more looking into what you want to do for a lifetime, and that's excellent, because there's nothing here but proof that whatever you've been guarding yourself for, whatever you have been armoring yourself for and trying to stay ready, you definitely do see more clearly, and because of that, you can experience the security and the helping hand of the universe as you take this trip with who? Yourself. That's excellent. Whew. Once again, stability. You see how I keep coming back over and over again, so they're really trying to let you know, like, this is something that you should have been doing that's coming for you. Let's go ahead and give you some advice, and then we're going to leave off with a good message, and that's going to be it for our Divine Collective. Thank you so much. That was 14 minutes. That's not bad. Your girl doing pretty good. All right, what is the guidance for the collective at this time, please? So, funny story, I was like looking at my videos and I was like, dang, like I hate that it's like long ways, but I tried to turn it sideways and it just didn't look right. So I guess I'm just going to have to go ahead and purchase me a camera next. Wish list going out. I'm about to put my Amazon list up. So, bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps shift to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or hike with your pet. Meditate behind a tree or beneath it. Garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limited vastness. So you're being recommended to go outside and kind of like be in nature so that way you can become your most natural self. I feel like once you realize what it is that you want for yourself generically, we're going to see whoever this is detoxing friendships because of the fact that you are being instructed to do so. It seems like whatever your mission is, it requires you to do the work and let go of these friends, and put yourself first and also organize for success. Y'all see how these cards is not letting up on y'all? So once again, quiet retreat, time to yourself. Get away from those people who are stopping you from doing the work and organizing. And I say people are stopping you, but the truth is it's you, because the discipline comes from yourself. We can only control ourselves. Look at this. I keep saying to go by yourself. Look at what's underneath this. Declutter. So you got to clear the space for you to have these unlimited ideas that are going to help you propel to the next part of your life. I do want to go ahead and use the Namaste deck. One more deck before I'm out of here, and then we will go next to our Pisces. Our Pisces. If y'all ever watch YouTube, there's Blue Rose Tarot. She'd be like, Pisces. And I love that about her. So what is the message that we have for our collective? Just something that they want you to know, to kind of like, I like to call these my little reassurance cards. They definitely make me feel a little bit more grounded, especially even when I'm like shuffling through them. A lot of people, I guess I'm talking to someone who's involved in spirituality. The cards all have their own feelings, their own like way that they make you feel. You can resonate with them to know what type of energy to expect. Anyway, boom. You are about to be receiving a blessing in relationship. It says, a current relationship is reflecting something that is wounded inside you, a wound from long ago, perhaps even from a past life. Look within, find the part of you that is wounded, and send it love. All will heal, and you will be stronger and wiser for it. That was excellent, because legit, that just wrapped up everything that I think I talked about from the beginning to the end. So that's what we have for right now, guys. I hope that in this weekend you really pay attention to the signs. You find time for yourself. Get out there, detoxify those friendships and those relationships and those things that were keeping you behind. And until then, we're going to move on to Pisces. Y'all, peace. And until next time, stay great.